After working 20 years in the IT service industry, one of my friend recently switched into a product company. And also I mentioned in one of my previous videos that one of my friend moved from service industry into startup. So all these moves from service industry to startup or service industry into product companies is possible. If there is somebody who is telling you that product companies only hire from other product companies, then they are wrong. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of a hiring manager in a product company. As a hiring manager in a product company, you would prefer or you would love to have somebody who has experience of working in other product companies. So that's fine. That's your desired profile. But that does not mean that you will hire only from other product companies. What you want is the right fit. What you want is the right skill set and experience. If they find somebody who has the right skill set and experience, they would hire them because they think they can mold them into the product mindset. So the number of opportunities may be less, but there are definitely opportunities out there. So if you are somebody who is thinking to transition from service to product or from consulting or startup into product industry, you can very well do that. Recently, I wrote a LinkedIn post on this, and if you go to the comment section, there are very good comments. Few of the suggestions are that you need to dig deep, you need to be hands-on, and you need to have the right mindset to reinvent yourself. Another comment has suggested that within the product company, there are service functions as well. So when you join a product company, you should allow yourself some time to get adjusted to the work culture, work environment, and the work expectations. That you can do by joining one of their service functions. And once you become comfortable, then you can get transitioned into core product functions. These are some examples and some suggestions. But here are 8 concrete steps which I want to share with you in this video, which will help you do the transition from a service job to a product job. All right, so let's begin. Step number 1. Understand the product space in which you want to move into. Is there a specific product type or industry which sounds more interesting and aligned to you? For example, finance, healthcare, e-commerce, and a lot more. So if you are working in a service industry and you already have experience of working for one of the clients from these domains, for example, finance, healthcare, e-commerce, then that might be of more interest to you because you already have some experience of working in those products or industries via a service company. So first step is to identify that alignment and interest. Now, step number 2, identify what are your transferable skills, which means today, while doing the service job, you might have certain skills which are also needed for the product role. So identify what are those skills which are transferable. These skills might be technical skills or customer interfacing skills or project management skills or the understanding of development life cycles, etc. There would be definitely some skills which are transferable from one job to another, which means they are relevant today in your current job and they will be relevant in the product job as well. Step 2 is to identify those skills. Now let's move on to step number 3. Identify the skill gap. If you have a desired role in the product industry, identify the skill gap, which means today if you have 5 skills, what are the remaining 3 skills which are needed for that particular role? And then learn those skills. Fill that skill gap. Some of these skills may be product management, design thinking, agile methodologies, or user experience. There are so many online courses these days to learn these skills. But for that, you will need to first identify the skill gap and then acquire those skills. Step number 4, gain some hands-on experience. And the best place to do it is your current job. If at your current job in the service company, there are few product-related projects, then you might want to go and volunteer for those projects. You might contribute towards product development, testing, design, strategy. You will need to do a little bit more than what you're doing at your current job and try to get involved in such projects internally. That's your best shot. Otherwise, you need to go out and look for some freelancing opportunities. Let's move on to step number 5, which is building your portfolio. You need to assemble a portfolio showcasing your understanding of product development and product management. This could involve case studies of projects you have worked on, designs that you have created, or strategies that you have developed. In short, you need to think of the past work that you have done and convert them into case study formats, which is more aligned towards the product role. With that said, let's move on to step number 6, which is networking. You will need to connect with people in the product space. You can do that by attending industry meetups, attending product-specific webinars and conferences. Knowing people in the product industry, networking with them will give you more learning opportunities, and it will also widen your network so that you can tap on the job opportunities as well. When you've done all of this, step number 7 comes into picture, which is extremely important, is updating your resume and your LinkedIn profile in such a way that you highlight your product skills, you highlight your product knowledge, and any experiences that you have on projects where you can highlight or emphasize on specific skills and experiences which are aligned to the product industry and will be of interest to the hiring managers. And last but not the least, step number 8, prepare for a series of interviews. Understand what is the difference between hiring process for a service company versus a product company. Product companies focus more on problem solving, for example, and strategic thinking, if I have to pick just 2 things. They follow a very specific process of interviews where they will give you specific tasks or assignments and test your ability to think and solve problems. And thanks to the internet today, you have so many places where you can go and learn from other people's experiences of those interviews. So prepare. That's your last and final step, which is extremely important. And last but not the least, understand that this transition is not easy. It will not happen overnight. It will require continuous and persistent efforts and above all, patience. However, with the right strategy and right mindset, you can successfully and definitely make that shift. I hope this was helpful for you. Do let me know your thoughts in comments. If you like the video, share it in your WhatsApp network so that others can benefit as well. I'll see you in another video very soon. Take care and bye for now.